friends, welcome back to the Moxi YouTube channel. My name is Evelyn Ivyy, and today we're going to go over a couple basic tricks if you're waiting for your roller skates. You can try this either at home or at your local park. All right, let's do it. Come follow me. All right, friends, so you first want to start off with stretching. I'm not going to go over stretching today, but go ahead and get your stretching going on because that is number one, the most important thing before starting any of these. So first, let's start with jumping. You're going to want to keep your knees and your shoulders the same length apart. You're going to want to squat and then jump and bring your knees up to your chest. Let's try that. Cool. So let's do that a couple times. And now the secret is when you're on roller skates, you're going to want to land with your feet slightly apart. You don't want to go straight on because there's a chance you might fall backwards, so just slightly staggered. Alrighty, so let's do that a couple times. Kind of picture yourself running up with your skates. Jump. Cool. All right, so how did jumping feel? I know that for me, before I got roller skating, I never even thought about jumping like that. It just seemed too tiring. I know, I'm sorry. But now that I got roller skates, it's definitely something that I wish I would have practiced before getting them, maybe even in a grassy area just to feel extra safe. What you can even do is try pretending you're on skates and then jumping too. That also helps. But now let's move on to the second thing. How many of you guys have tried 180s before? I know before roller skates, like I said, I didn't try any of these things, so it was very terrifying trying them on skates. But let me show you how I learned 180s. So pretty much, when you're on skates, always remember you kind of want to stay squatted at all times. So when you're practicing these things, really absorb the jumps that you're doing. So whether you're going to do a 180, if you notice, I'm jumping almost like a frog. You want that bounce to absorb in your glutes and in your thighs. So let's try that again. You're gonna squat. You're gonna swing your bum over because that's what's gonna bring that weight over, as well as facing where you're gonna turn. So there's a couple things onto this. Ready? Squat, turn, and move your bum. Ready? Cool. That was awesome. So let's try that again. Squat, turn where you're gonna turn your head where you want to turn, and your bum's gonna follow. Awesome. Number 3, 360s. I know, they're terrifying. Even for me, I'm still struggling to do them on skates and off skates. So you might see me fail a couple times, and that's okay. Estro has an awesome video that we can go ahead and link right under where she shows you how to do 360s. Now to go over them really quickly, just because I don't want to go too deep into it, it's almost like doing a 180, but you got to make sure that all that force is in your shoulder when you're turning. So you're going to do the squat. You're going to be looking in that direction, but you want to be landing your feet in this direction. So at least if you have your shoulders already facing this way, you're getting a head start with that turn. So let's do this real quick. Awesome. And it's all about swinging your body. You're probably going to fall, and that's going to be okay. It's going to take a lot of trial and error, I'm telling you. It took me weeks, months to get this trick down. So let's keep practicing. Ready? We're gonna have our shoulders pointing in that direction. We're gonna jump, push our bum all the way over, and you're gonna want your feet to land in the same position. Ready? Awesome. And you see how you literally have to throw your weight. Don't be afraid. Practice this off skates. Really, I'm not kidding. Practicing this on skates is terrifying. So get the feel for it. Once you're not scared of doing that turn anymore, then it won't be so scary on your roller skates. See, it kind of gets kind of crazy, so you really have to practice. Now, it might look easy, but you're not seeing the sweat mustache that's building up under this mask. I know, it looks crazy. No. See what I mean by not being able to land 360s, friends? It's okay. Don't be hesitant. Just go for it and keep practicing. It'll get easier. I'm still working on that, but I know it'll get easier with time. I think I just jinxed myself. Oh. Don't be afraid. Go for it. And if you fall, it's okay. I also realized that when doing 360s, the more and more I keep doing it, after a while, it's just gonna be fail, fail, and fail. This might not apply to you, but if it starts to apply to you, call it a day. You tried enough. It's okay. You can try again tomorrow. All right, now we're gonna move it onto a parking block. Let's go. And now we're practicing them on parking blocks. Some of the tricks, not all, because I can't do all of them. But let's practice. Let's go. Come on. All right, let's move over to the parking block. You can find these at your local park, maybe at an empty parking lot, wherever it may be where you feel comfortable and safe. Let's approach it. And we're gonna go ahead and jump up to it like we learned earlier. So squat, keep your shoulders and your knees the same distance apart, and you're gonna absorb that jump when you're gonna jump. So jump, absorb. Now if you go to jump and you stand up straight, sometimes if you're not having those legs far apart enough, you might lose your balance and bounce off. See? Like you might feel like you're overthrowing yourself. So make sure to keep that squat, keep that balance, distributing your weight between your bum and your chest. Awesome. Jump down. The real challenge when trying to jump up to this parking block is keeping that balance. So try that a couple times. See how long you can stay. You'll notice that if you got your good balance, you're gonna feel that security right away. If you don't, you're gonna lean forward or backwards. So let's see. Let's try this a couple times. Lost my balance. Let's try again. Skating, jump. Woohoo, saved it. The goal is to land literally like your foot right in the center. I think my prime spot, which could be different for you, but for me, it's usually landing in this area. Let's try that again. Fail. Let's try that again. All right, friends, so remember that 180 that we just practiced? Let's bring it over to the parking block. We'll start off slow. Try pretending to run up to the block, jump, and add that 180 on here. Ready? So you're gonna squat, point out your bum, your chest on face forward, and turn your shoulders. Ready? Perfect. Let's try that again. We're gonna run up to the block, jump, and 180. Do that a couple times. Run, jump, 180. So my biggest key is always practice, practice, and practice until it gets boring. Boring and you're confident. So like I said, remember? Jump, 180. Now, what we're gonna do instead is, instead of running up, jumping and doing the 180, you're gonna stand in front of the block and try to do a 180 onto the block. Now for me, my dominant foot is my right leg, so I catch myself turning to do a 180 to my left. I take a left turn. So let's try that. Everyone is different. If you have a dominant leg that's a left, for some reason you turn left, that's okay. Everyone is different. So here, I'm just showing you how I learned and how I do it. So let's try this again. Run, 180. And just like stalling, you're gonna realize that there's sometimes when you really do catch your balance, and other times where you just jump off. So try to catch your balance. Awesome. Again, run, 180. I know these sound like silly things to do and you might seem like a crazy person standing on this parking block, but I promise you, it really, really helps for when you get those roller skates. All right, friends, so I'm gonna end it here. I wish I could show you how to do a 360 onto a parking block, but I really cannot do that. And it's something that I'll definitely keep on working on. But as for now, if you enjoyed this, if you learned something today, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the Moxi YouTube channel to see more. All right, friends, see you next time. Goodbye.